Samurai Shodown has made a huge comeback onto the fighting game scene this year, and it's never felt better. With its methodical pacing and combat, ingot painting-like graphics, and wide cast of characters, SNK shows why Samsho was the original weapon fighter. But even with all this, what are they missing? Guest characters. In today's age, guest characters and crossovers are left and right within fighting games, where you see infamous faces like Akuma and Geese in Tekken, Terminator Spawn and Joker in Mortal Kombat, as well as 2B Geralt and even Haomaru himself in Soul Calibur. It's the Magnum level here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about my top picks for guest characters I want to see in Samurai Shodown. You guys may be familiar with the game Tenchu, the ninja espionage game released by From Software and Activision back then. The character I want to see in Samsho is the shinobi Tatsumaru. Now this guy is an absolute unit. He's the only ninja I know who walks around face exposed, net shirt, and just runs up, lifts his opposition off the ground single-handedly and cracks their neck. That's some ridiculous strength, I don't care what anyone says. This badass is from the Azuma ninja clan and wields a magical ninjato called the Izayoi. Even though he carries the blade around, he's equally as deadly in hand-to-hand combat. He's got super fast combos that wreak havoc on his enemies, hell he even knows the Azuna drop. Tenchu had a mechanic called stealth kills, which were flashy finishers on enemies, which I think would be an excellent addition. Maybe if Tatsumaru was a sort of grappling character, these finishers would be his special moves. I think he's a unique character as a shinobi because he doesn't look like your stereotypical ninja, that's why I chose him over Rikimaru, as well as he seems to use his hands more than his sword, so a character who doesn't solely rely on his weapon may be an interesting mix. And the Tenchu title was a rated M game, so Tatsumaru is no stranger to blood and violence.
How about this? You need more training.
Not many of you may know this series that's actually made by SNK. Released in 1997, the Last Blade series is a title that was seen as a spiritual successor to Samurai Shodown because it too was a 2D fighter that also used weapons. Set in Japan during the Bakumatsu era, many of the characters draw inspiration from the manga series Rurouni Kenshin. Honestly, anyone from this series getting into Samurai Shodown is a plus, but my favorite is Keiichiro Washizuka, a loyal Shinsengumi unit leader that believes in the old Bushido code and wants to restore Japan back to order. Keiichiro is not someone to be taken lightly. He's a master of the Tenden Rishin Ryu style, the actual style of the Shinsengumi used, and with his katana Hayabusa, he's a fighter that has the experience and skill to take down any challenger in his path. He's an awesome character mainly based off the Rurouni Kenshin character Hajime Saito, but also has a cross-shaped scar like Kenshin Himura. He's kind of like a mix between the two. In Last Blade, he was actually a charge character that had projectiles, simple mix-up rekkas, and lightning-fast stabs similar to Saito's Katotsu. He's got simple moves and aren't combo heavy, so I think he fit nicely in Samsho. His supers are flashy, and I would especially like to see them in today's graphics. Another shinobi makes it onto the list, and his name is Sekiro. Loyal to the divine heir Kuro, Sekiro is a highly skilled warrior who has multiple tools at his disposal to protect his lord and slay anything in his path. He's equipped with the katana Kusabi Manu, an odachi called the Mortal Blade, which can literally slay undead monsters that can't be killed by normal means, and a prosthetic arm that has more functions than a Swiss Army knife. That arm has tools ranging from a grappling hook to a shield to even a flamethrower, and the crazy part about this is I've only listed about half of what it has. And aside from his wide arsenal of tools, he's learned combat skills like hand-to-hand combat from monks, deadly techniques from shinobi, and masterful swordplay from samurai. As you can see here, Sekiro is at no shortage of resources to be a formidable combatant. With all these tools and techniques, it'd be really cool to see a character of this caliber in the game, who pretty much has an answer to every situation. Sekiro's gameplay was heavily based on parrying and countering, so he'll be accustomed to the mind game style pacing that Samurai Shodown offers. It's also always exciting to see a character from an action game crossed into the fighting game genre to see how developers interpret their skill set into their moveset. Now it just wouldn't be a samurai game listing without the most notorious warlord of feudal Japan, Oda Nobunaga. The iteration I want to see is his Samurai Warriors counterpart. This guy is just anime warlord Darth Vader with his sword skills and darkness infused attacks. With experience in fighting over thousands of soldiers and generals on the battlefield, a mere one-on-one battle is no threat to the Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. He's eccentric, cunning, and believes heaven is on his side to unify all of Japan. I love the way he looks in these games with his black armor and vibrant cape. His moveset from Samurai Wars will work exceptionally well in a fighting game. He's got this air launching combo that slashes you multiple times. He's got a decent amount of projectiles. He spins around skewering everything in his wake, similar to Street Fighter's M. Bison Psycho Crusher, but with a sword. This barrier that just knocks out anyone near him. Now you can't tell me you wouldn't want to see these moves incorporated in the fighting game. His movements are even cool. At times he looks like he's just gliding through the air. If he were in, I would definitely pick him because I love edgelords and this guy is the epitome of it. He is definitely secret boss material and would be an awesome inclusion into the Samurai Shodown universe. Oh, and did I mention how incredible this will look as his super?
It seems death won't stop chasing me.
Focus and release. This is as far as you go. Yeah! I'll decimate you. How cliche.
Now if we're going to have Nobunaga on the list, who better to combat him than Samanosuke Akechi from the Onimusha series. These two animosity has spanned across the entire Onimusha series. Samanosuke will not let up until the world is safe from the evil Genma army. He's fought countless demons and warriors across the world and would be more than a challenge to anyone in the Sam Show series. He's a skilled weapon user, having multiple array of magical weapons able to materialize on the whim as he needs. For example, he can call upon Tenso, which are twin swords with the power of light for fast speedy attacks, Shippu, which is a Naginata that has the power of wind for multi-hitting crowd control, and Enryu, a flaming broadsword for more powerful hits to stagger his enemies. There's more. I haven't even talked about the lightning sword, volcanic axe, and his ultimate demon sword, the Bishmon sword. To even add to those, he wields the Oni gauntlet, which sucks the souls of defeated demons and allows him to Oni awaken, which gives him inhuman strength and abilities. With his wide variety of elemental weapons and actually looking like a samurai, I think Samanosuke would be an amazing addition to the cast. Also, I wouldn't mind seeing Onimusha somehow coming back to the video game scene, even if it's a fighting game. He's an amazing character that developed through the series. I played all the games and experienced his journey throughout, and this would bring nostalgic value if he were to return. That's my top picks for guest characters I'd like to see in Samurai Shodown. This is an awesome game and I look forward to all the DLC characters that are coming along, especially Kazuki with the exploding pants, but I'd still want to see a guest character just to shake things up a little. Let me know in the comment section below who you'd like to see make an appearance in the game. Well, that's it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.